showing up. If no one invests in you, invest in yourself. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself. Even if you don't see the results right away, keep showing up until you do see the results. Even if you don't see the results for a very, very long time, keep showing up. What if the results don't come? They're not going to come if you quit. Keep showing up. I'm tired. Keep showing up. I don't feel like it. Keep showing up. I can't see any results. Keep showing up. I don't know where to start. Just start. Do something. Take that first step. Every step you take adds up. And sooner or later, you'll look back and see that you're at the top of the staircase. It doesn't matter if you can't see the top from where you are. Just know that if you keep climbing, if you keep learning how you can get to the next level, you will soon be exactly where you need to be. If you quit, if you never start climbing, if you never take that first step, you'll never get there, and you'll forever live in regret. People don't make it because they quit. Full stop. They say they tried everything. Sure, they tried everything. They tried everything but sticking it out. They tried everything but courage to keep going. They tried everything but showing heart when things got hard. They did try quitting. Winners do not quit. They show up. Rain, hail, or shine. They show up. When it works, when it's hard. They show up every single damn time. And that right there is the difference. Keep showing up. Rain, hail, or shine, success is mine.
I told her. We got into a huge fight. She said she needed to think about whether or not she could forgive me.
And?
She just called when Harvey was giving us the news about Mike. Left a 15-second voicemail. I'm afraid to listen to it.
Day 15, guys. Let's get it. Talk to me, people. It is a beautiful Wednesday here in Texas. The sun is shining. You know when the sun's shining, I wake up in a great mood. If you're alive and you're watching this, you're already winning, fam. So remember that. It is a little chilly here in Texas, though. We're not used to this cold weather. Us Texans don't know how to drive. Us Texans don't know how to deal with this cold weather. Pretty much, Texas was closed yesterday because of a little bit of ice. Let's talk about a question I get asked all the time. In the past, I have made a video about this, but we're gonna bring it up again for the series just because we're getting a lot of new subscribers every single day. So shout out to you guys. And what that question is about fasting. People have tons of questions about fasting. Should they do it on the keto diet? What can they have when they're fasting on the keto diet? And I think there's a lot of misconception, guys, because a lot of you people are telling me, hey, I've been having this, I've been fasting. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't think you should be having that. If you're fasting, if you're trying to do a true intermittent fasting, these are the things you can have and these are the things you can't have. So let's go over the basics. Number one, water. You can have water while fasting. Now I know you're gonna be like, okay, thank you, Captain Obvious. I know. What you can do when you have your water, just to kind of like, you know, make it a little bit different, is add some pink Himalayan salt to it. Salt is very important when you're on the keto diet. You need to drink a lot of water, but at the same time, you're flushing out a lot of electrolytes, you're flushing out a lot of sodium. So go ahead, throw a little bit of pink Himalayan salt in your water and you should be good to go. Cheers. Pretty good. All right, so on to the next thing that you can have while you're fasting. I totally can't take credit for this. One of my subscribers posted a comment saying, why don't you try cream of tart? I actually had never heard of it. So I looked it up and I'm like, son of a gun, they're right. Cream of tart is loaded with tons of potassium, and now you guys know how important potassium is. And yes, there are lots of foods that you can get potassium from, but a lot of those foods aren't keto approved. The only two that I really recommend was spinach and avocados, and a lot of people don't like avocados. So here's just another thing that you can do in the morning. Throw a little bit of this in your water. So there you go, those are two things that you can add with your water. Pink Himalayan salt, cream of tart, good for you, many benefits. I definitely recommend taking those two.
Good afternoon. Thank you for choosing Starbucks. My name is John. How may I help you?
Hey John, can I get a grande black coffee, no classic, just straight up black? And then can I get a grande green tea, please? No sweeteners added, just plain Jane green tea.
Most assuredly, sir. Anything else for you today?
And that'd be it. All right, so on to number 3 on the things that you can have when you're fasting. Black coffee. Black coffee is like something I have every single day, whether I'm fasting or not. I just love black coffee. You guys know this already. I typically don't have my first meal till about 1 o'clock, but I get up about 8, 9 o'clock, and so I gotta have a coffee, and I always like to stay fasted, so I always drink a black coffee. Today I went ahead and got an iced black coffee, so can you have an iced black coffee and a hot black coffee? Yes, they are the same thing, so don't worry about that, guys. The only thing is make sure when you go to Starbucks that you ask no classic, because I think some Starbucks may put a little bit of sweeteners in their black coffee. So just to be safe, say no classic, no nothing. I want plain Jane black coffee. Next, green tea. A lot of you asked me about this on my Snapchat. You can have green tea as long as you don't put anything in it. And when I say don't put anything in it, I mean don't put any sweeteners in it. Don't put any sugar, artificial sweeteners. Don't put any sugar, alcohol. Stay away from that. That may break your fast. If you're doing intermittent fasting, you don't want to screw that up, because then what's the point of even doing it, right? So just drink a plain Jane green tea and you should be safe. Now let's talk about the big one, guys. Let's talk about the question I get asked the most, and that question is, can I have keto coffee when I'm fasting? And the answer to that is no. You cannot have a keto coffee. I've explained this so many times, so many messages, but it's cool. It's all good. I like going over things because, again, like I said, we're getting new subscribers every single day. And a lot of you may have not watched my previous video. So for the OGs, I do apologize, but for you newbies, you cannot have a keto coffee when you're intermittent fasting. You got to think about it, guys. Heavy whipping cream, tons of calories. MCT oil, tons of calories. Coconut oil, tons of calories. Butter, tons of calories. All those things will break your fast. You have to understand a keto coffee, if you make it the right way, like the way I like to make it, because I like to put a lot of butter, I like to put a lot of heavy whipping cream, you're gonna have about a 300 to 500, if not more, calorie drink. Yes, that will break your fast. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. Also, you cannot put cream in your coffee. Whether it's hot, whether it's cold, it doesn't matter. Stay away from creamers. You can't put creamers. Same thing goes for tea. Another thing you cannot put in your tea, honey. So honey is a no-no, stay away. Let's talk about something that a lot of bodybuilders want to know, or a lot of people who go to the gym, who train hard. BCAAs. You cannot take BCAAs, guys. Branched chains amino acids, if you don't know what that is. A lot of people sip on those during a workout. Are they good for working out? Yes, they are, if you're not intermittent fasting. Now, if you want to do that after you broke your fast, then by all means, go ahead, sip on BCAAs during a workout. A lot of people like to stay away from BCAAs when they're doing the keto diet, but I look at it this way. They don't like to do BCAAs because they're going to get knocked out of ketosis, right? Well, if you're training, you're going to get knocked out of ketosis no matter what, because you're training, you're using up all those ketones during that workout. workout. So if you were to test yourself right after a workout, you most likely will not be in ketosis. So what's the point? You might as well take BCAAs to kind of give you that extra energy, you know, whether that makes you feel better, whether you like it, go ahead and take it during a workout. You should be fine. So to summarize, if you're intermittent fasting, no to BCAAs. Once you break your fast, if you want to take BCAAs, you can, but it's up to you. Hey, mamas. Hello. Hello, mamas. Hey. Wake up. Wake up. Do you want to tell the subscribers anything today? Are you over them? All right, so now let's talk about the one that everybody wants to know about. Apple cider vinegar. So I've seen this all over YouTube. I've seen this on Instagram. I've seen this on Snapchat. I get tons of questions about it. And up until today, I've just never really tried it. I've never been interested in it. I know there's tons of benefits for it. Even if you're not doing the keto diet, there's tons of benefits from drinking apple cider vinegar, especially right when you get up in the morning. I think what has stopped me from trying it is just because I've seen everybody's reactions. Every time I see people take like a shot of it, it's like some person like throwing up, like it's just like it makes them gag. So I'm like, no thanks, I don't want it. I don't want to try it. But I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for YouTube. You guys want to know about it. You guys want to know what you can have during an intermittent fast, and apple cider vinegar you can have. So I kind of looked up some different recipes on YouTube on how to like pretty make it tolerable when you're drinking it. I put 10 ounces of water. I also cut up a lime, squeeze it in here, mix it all together, and it's actually not that bad. Even though from that video this morning I spit it all out, that was just a joke, just trying to be funny, guys. It's really not that bad. But I will say this, it does stink. Like that apple cider vinegar, it stinks. So that already alone like kind of makes you want to gag, but we're gonna take a little bit more, so here we go. Ugh, okay. Maybe it is a little bit bad. It does burn your throat a little bit, and the reason for that being is because this is acetic acid. Acetic acid is not a bad thing. It actually helps you. That's probably like the most benefit on why people do this. So what acetic acid is going to do is going to help your body absorb minerals, and those minerals is why people go through these bad funks when they're doing the keto diet. It's why they get headaches. They're not getting their minerals in. And when I'm talking about minerals, I'm talking about electrolytes. I'm talking about sodium. I'm talking about potassium. I'm talking about magnesium. Those are the things you need. This is going to help your body absorb those things from the meals that you ate 10, 15 hours ago, or even the night before, the day before. That's the benefit of doing this apple cider vinegar crap. Does it taste like poop? Yes, but there are benefits from it. And like I said, if you're intermittent fasting, you can have this. It's just another choice. Only way to find out if it works for you is to try it. So I can't say, oh, you know, everybody's doing this apple cider vinegar thing, so I'm going to do it and it makes them feel great. Maybe it doesn't make me feel great. Maybe the taste is so bad that it's not worth it and I don't like it. But the only way, you have to try it yourself. That's the only way you're gonna know. But I think that's it, guys. I think I covered mostly everything. If you know anything else, or if there's anything else you guys recommend, leave it in the comments below. I'm telling you, I would not have found out about cream of tart if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. I love you. Bam.